Welcome back once again, our 2017 Geico Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon and Half Marathon Expo has been so much fun already, and we haven't even gotten to any running events yet. I'm being joined especially now by one of my favorite people on the planet, Miss Mirinda Carfrae, an Ironman world champion. How many times over now?
3.
3 times.
Yeah.
Took a little time off this year, though, because you welcomed a beautiful baby girl to the world.
Yeah, little Isabel. She's just around the corner here. I brought her down to Vegas with me. She's 11 weeks old. She was a little rock star on the plane this morning, so couldn't be happier.
Yeah, and why not bring her to Vegas, right? I mean, this is a good place. She's already been to Hawaii for the Ironman World Championship, and now she's coming to Las Vegas. So we're just going to knock out all the major life events within the first 11 weeks.
Yeah, totally.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, no, she's I mean, you're very nervous putting in a little baby on the plane, but much to everyone around me's relief, she was a good baby and not so much crying. And
no, they do some good sleeping at this age.
Yes. So, I mean, I'm going to Australia in January with her, so I'm hoping still a lot of sleeping then, but we'll, whatever happens, we'll deal with it at the time.
Long flight there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Tim is not with you this weekend. He's actually racing.
Yeah, he's doing Carbo 70.3. Originally, he was going to come with me, and I'm like, great, we'll both go down with the baby. It'll be easy. And then he's like, actually, I'm going to go race because he had kind of a bummer of a day in Kona this year. Just me, solo mum. My manager actually drove out from San Diego to help me take care of Isabel for times like this. So I haven't just left her out in the Expo to fend for herself.
In good hands.
In good hands, yes.
So now you are preparing for next year Kona? Is that where your goals are?
Yes, absolutely. Next year, trying to get back to Kona. Fortunately, since I won my last time in 14, I only need to finish an Ironman to qualify, so I don't have to chase points or anything like that, which is a blessing. But I'd like to go back to Kona and contend for the title. That's the goal. Baby steps at the moment, though. It's kind of a little overwhelming to think about that right now because I'm in pretty terrible shape, but that's okay. It's a progress.
But you did get a healthy baby out of it.
Yes.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
But so what is your workout regimen looking like these days?
We're taking baby steps.
Really, until you're 12 weeks, right? You're not really supposed to do that much.
Yeah, well, you get conflicting reports. They sort of told me 6 weeks, and I really waited to about 7.5 weeks, and that's when I was in Kona. And I had someone to help out with Isabel in Kona. Prior to that, it was just me, and Tim was 100% training, so I was kind of a single mum pre-Kona until then.
Yeah.
And then,
it's a lot of adjustment. You get to know each other, and you just let your body relax.
Exactly. I never want to rush any of this, and given that Isabel was born in August, it's plenty of time for me to let my body recover, spend some good time with the baby, some quality time with the little baby. Obviously, she needs you so much.
Yes.
Now even as much as she did at 6 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Now that she's a little older, I can kind of go for 2 hours and come back.
But that's about it.
Yeah,
2 hours.
That's it. 2 hours.
And when the one feeding's done, you are on.
Yeah, exactly. Then,
yes.
Yeah. So basically, kind of training maybe an hour or 2 at the moment. Maximum would be an hour in a whole day. 2 hours in a whole day. So really just trying to ease into it. I'd like to be in full swing of training by January. So
okay,
I've got a few more weeks. Yeah.
So now you're here with chocolate milk, as always. Now, one of the great things about having a baby, and if you do decide to go down the breastfeeding path, is that you're hungry and you get to eat and drink chocolate milk, and it's highly recommended for recovery and everything. But have you been enjoying a lot of food and
oh yeah, I mean, I through my pregnancy and prior to training 30 hours a week for Ironman, I got to eat whatever I wanted. Then I got pregnant, and I kind of my cravings were salads and stuff like that, which was really weird because I'm not a salad person.
Okay.
So that kind of was saved me through my pregnancy, and then now with having the baby and obviously breastfeeding and needing to, that hunger is something else though. When you get hungry,
unbelievable, isn't it?
You will tear someone's head off to get a meal.
And everybody thinks it's when you're pregnant, but it's actually afterwards that you are ravenous.
Yes.
But you're giving the good milk to someone else who needs it, so it's justified.
Absolutely, and I'm trying to eat extra because I'm starting back at training, and I don't want to lean out too quickly because I don't want the milk to dry up, and hopefully can feed her for at least 6 months, maybe a year. That's the goal anyway.
Yes. No, these are all insights from moms and training and doing
athlete
this.
moms.
Yeah. So then I always like to remind, so this is a running event, obviously, and you're good at everything, all the events. But you actually broke the record in the marathon the first time out of the gate doing Ironman. Have you ever thought about just running?
Yeah, I would love to just do a standalone marathon, and I will at some point. But I love triathlon. I love putting the puzzle together, trying to get that swim and bike combination, and obviously run as well. Running comes really naturally to me.
Yes. Clearly.
But I do love running, and I do want to do a standalone marathon at some point. But for the next couple of years, triathlon is where my passion is.
I mean, would you ever just like as a preparation do something like this, or?
I think if I was to do a marathon, I think I'd want to do it properly. Okay. I'd want to really race it, and to do that, I would want to lean down. Lean down as in lose my biking muscles and my swimming muscles, and see how fast I could really go, because I'd love to see for myself, because I have no idea. I mean, I can run really well off the bike, but I don't know if I can run really well in a standalone.
I think maybe I could tell you that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd love to do it at some point, but maybe in a couple of years, once the triathlon Ironman career winds down.
Well, we always have that talk amongst us when we watch you run, because it is so fluid and it looks so good. And I think one time I remember in my life I went for a run and I came back, and my husband always asks, how'd it go? And I said to him, I had a Rinny run. So for those of you who don't know, Mirinda goes by a Rinny.
Yes.
And he was like, what? And I said, I just felt like I was floating, because whenever I watch you do it, it just looks so effortless. And some people go fast, but it looks hard.
Yes.
It looks differently. And so I've just never watched anyone run as beautifully as you do. And so
thank you very much.
One time in my life, I came back and said, wow, I'm sure that my time wouldn't have reflected it.
No.
But I felt like you, and that's how I feel. Like every goal, every run is like, how can I put myself into Rinny's mindset and run like you? So,
oh no, well, thank you.
You're a wonderful athlete.
Thank you, thanks,
and a great runner. So maybe one time we'll talk you into just running. We'll see what you can do.
I will someday. I will, Anne. Yeah.
Yes. And do you come to Vegas? I mean, the 70.3s used to be here, or in this area. But do you and
just come
Tim
to hang
get out? Yeah, come to Vegas very often.
We've come a couple of times. We came watch the Foo Fighters a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Tim's favorite band of the Foo Fighters, so that was his birthday present. After Kona, we came down and watched. And I've had a few pretty rough nights out with friends.
Okay.
Laura Bennett and Jenny Fletcher. They will remember one night in particular. It was one for the history books. But yeah, not so often anymore. Obviously married, and now I have a little baby. But
it's a good excuse to kind of get just a taste, a reminder of this fun city.
No, I did. Just kind of smile going in, because it has been a couple of years since I've been here, and I'm like, wow, it is a fun city.
Oh man, it's a one of a kind place, isn't it?
It's alive, just all the time.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a fun weekend, and we want to thank you for coming out.
My
and
pleasure.
I think you're gonna be out there maybe with some chocolate milk in hand.
Yes, I'll be at the finish line handing out chocolate milk tomorrow, and I'm doing the 5K this afternoon.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah.
And then we've got Goo Goo Dolls, and March 4th is the headliner before, or the precursor to Goo Goo Dolls. So. Oh man, you're in for a great weekend.
Good times.
Well, thanks for coming out and joining us, Miss Mirinda Carfrae, 3-time Ironman world champion.
Thank you, Anne.
Also one of my favorite people. So we're having a great time. Thanks once again for joining us at our 2017 Geico Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon and Half Marathon Expo. We'll see you guys out there at the 5K.